Oh yeah, it's Paul the Pipe Guy here. So yeah, we got some very disturbing news today. Um yeah, my landlord texted me around 4 p.m. and was like, "Hey man, you ready for that beer? I really got to talk to you about something." And I was like, "Okay, well, is it bad?" And he's like, "Maybe." I was like, "Well, why don't you come on over now?" And so he came over at 5 o'clock. Right now it's like 12:30 a.m. on Sunday morning. Yeah. And I was like, man, this is not going to be good. And so he came over and sat down, cracked his beer. Yeah, let's start something on fire. I'm not gonna smoke a pipe tonight. Probably won't have anything to do with pipes for a bit. Just a bit taken back. So he says, "Well," he says, "I got to give you a 60-day notice to leave." I says, "What?" He says, "I paid my rent a day ahead every time in cash for the last 11 years. Did I do something wrong?" He's like, "Well," he gave me some bullshit story. He's like, "Well, I know his father's like dying in Florida, but he's like, well, my dad's not doing well in Florida. I may have to go down there, take over his business, blah, 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 blah." Guy makes $120,000 a year up here. And he's like, well, I'll probably sell the house or I'll give it to my daughter, and my daughter would want you to leave. And I was like, well, why would she want that? And he's like, well, you don't keep the house as clean as she would like it. I was like, well, okay. He's like, and she may have some, want to rent it to some of her college friends. So it was all just a bullshit story. And really, after 11 years, I really, I just feel like you know, rug was pulled out from under my feet. Um, and so we talked a little bit about that. And he's like, hey, man, how about if I come over around 8 o'clock? We'll have a beer and watch a movie. I was like, that's fine. So he did. He came back over, and then he started to say how he felt bad about giving me my 60-day notice. And I was like, look, dude, whatever it is you got going in your life, all right? You got to, you're a man, I'm a man. And, you just told me what has got to get done. So I got 60 days to find another place to live, which isn't easy here in upstate New York. They got waiting lists and all that stuff. Yeah. I remember 11 years ago, my wife had just gotten back from uh, Yeah, high school reunion, and she came back, and she was gone like 5 days or something like that. It was 11 years ago, and I owned my house where I lived, not done, and she came back, and I had all these welcome home signs and things and gifts for her, and um, we were doing a barbecue and stuff for her. And when she got back, it was different, and she couldn't look at me, and I was like, yeah, something's wrong here. What's going on, And she said to me, it's all about the kids. And so, yeah, I continued to, it was a beautiful day. It was almost like a summer day, although it was in April. And so I continued to cook the steaks and the what forth, and make dinner. And I just wasn't. I knew something was wrong, and then she asked me to leave. She said she didn't want to get married, didn't want to be married anymore, and and wow, it was like after 20 years, it was like you own a home, and all of a sudden it's all gone. That's kind of the way I feel tonight. I've invested myself here, and I'm not the homeowner here. So I don't call the shots, but I just feel like, oh man, it's happened again. This place, it's become my home over 11 years. And now it's not going to be anymore. And it hurts. I have to called my mom up, I called her up and told her what happened, and she's like, well, God's just got something better for you. Yeah. Well, she's right though. I mean, because from the home that I owned, that I left 11 years ago, I came here, and it got a little better, and then it kept getting better and better and better and better. And now that I have my 60-day notice here, I suppose God has something better for me. I don't know. It's hard. I don't like to be uprooted. I don't like change. I gotta move all my stuff, you know. Well, first of all, I gotta find a place to live. Thank God I got money saved up. I don't know. Yeah, I feel very overwhelmed right now. Um, I feel like somebody just, like, I feel like Mike Tyson just hit me in the jaw. And I'm just like, oh man. And I feel like my whole world has been like ripped away from me. And now I just feel like I got nothing, you know. It's like I feel homeless. I feel homeless. Today's not a good day for me. Anyways, pray for Paul the pipe guy. Yeah. Over and out.